I don't consider what I'm teaching you guys to be manipulation. This is emotional mean. I think we as women have been through enough. If a man ever accuses you of cheating, accuse him of cheating right back. I want to see more women telling men that they have daddy issues. The next time he gets a haircut or puts on a fire outfit, I'm gonna need you to ask him why he likes attention so much. I want you guys to say, I can't talk to you because you always take things the wrong way. Just to turn around and say something that you intend on him taking the wrong way. If a man ever wants to go back and forth with you, tell him you talk like people are actually listening. If he's ever too flirty with somebody, wait until y'all are alone and then tell him, you must be exhausted from performing all night. And if he ever has a problem with something that you're doing, I want you to say, if you weren't so insecure, I don't think this would be an issue. In the middle of an argument, I want you to say you don't remember anything accurately when you're mad. And I don't care if he is or isn't twisting your words. I want you to accuse him of twisting your words.
A quick disclaimer, this video is going to piss off a lot of men. If you don't want to be toxic, don't watch this video. Swipe to the next video. For all the pygmies, the good girls, this video is not for you. We are about to piss off a lot of men. Toxic dating advice for women, toxic femininity, villain era coaching, and to be in a bitch. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and jot things down. This is how you're going to humble him, crush his ego, and trigger his insecurities. Make sure you stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Before we get into this video, make sure you use this only on the men who are toxic, the men who want to play you, the men who want to use you and take advantage of you, period.
The trick isn't to gaslight men. It's to make them question everything they thought they knew. I want to hear more women saying things like, maybe you heard what you wanted to hear because I never said that. I want to see y'all saying things like, I miss you, and then go MIA for the next 72 hours. I want to hear you guys saying things like, you're being really emotional right now, or you're reading way too deep into things. And when he starts to catch on to the fact that you're on game, I want you to say things like, why do you always assume the worst about me? I want to see more women sending, hey stranger, text to the wrong person. And when you're feeling fed up, I want to hear you saying things like, you're the only guy I'm ignoring this week. I want to see more women holding eye contact intensely and then looking at your phone mid-sentence. And at the first red flag, I want to hear, I'm not sure if I trust your intentions anymore, but I'm willing to observe. We gotta let them know we're watching.
Or be eaten. You can choose which side you're on. Number one, do not ever fully commit to a man until you have gone through his phone. And I don't mean like you asked him to go through his phone. Go through it while he's sleeping. Don't give him any time to hide or delete anything. Unfortunately, this is going to knock out probably 90% of your relationships. But you need to know. You need to know whatever he's hiding in there. You do not know anyone until you have gone through their phone. And you need to know everything as soon as possible before you commit to anyone in any way. Number two, if he cheats on you, you stay with him, you don't break up with him, and then you cheat back. You cheat back, and then you leave him. It's an eye for an eye, and then you ghost his entire bloodline. And if you really want to be savage, you do it with either someone you told him not to worry about or one of his friends. Three, if a guy screws you over, you go to his Instagram and you go through everyone he's following and you follow any professional athletes or rappers, anyone that he idolizes, and then you make sure your profile is on public and you spam like all of their posts. You will have a higher success rate than you think you will. Also, I do not support being toxic to anyone unless they were toxic first, and in a fair game, get your lick back.
He tells you a joke that he thinks is funny, just nod and be like, nice. And whenever you feel like he's trying to make you jealous, you don't care at all. If he ever starts yelling, just stand up and start making tea or scrolling on Instagram and TikTok on full blast. If he ever tells you he's gonna leave or anything along those lines, literally just agree with him. 2-worded replies, 3 words for the dramatics. Stop using emojis. I want to see more women booking trips without mentioning it until you're about to leave. And if he ever asks if you still like him, tell him you wouldn't be here if you didn't. When other men flirt with you, just blush hella hard. And lastly, stop arguing. Be calm. Nothing eats a man alive more than your silence. I love y'all. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. You guys aren't lying to men enough for my liking. You let them think they know you. Let's make sure that never happens again. I want to see you guys sending a text saying good night, just to go out with your girls and fill up your Instagram stories with single girl lore. Ignore him for days and then come back with a crazy ass story that involves a lion or like a moose or something. Get him to tell you things by saying, I won't get mad, just to turn around and get completely irate. Anytime he suspects you lying, always ask, why would I lie about something like that? Say things like, I would never lie. I hate liars. I want to see you guys claiming that you changed your ways to get back in good graces, just to change your ways again once you get back in those good graces. Call him out about something that you found out about him, then tell him that you found out about it in a dream. And never say you're just kidding. Cause see, your problem isn't that you love too hard, it's that you play too fair. This is your Villain Era Season 1 finale. And we're talking about nonchalant men. Excuse me because I'm a little bit under the weather, but that wasn't going to stop me from making this video. This one is going to have 2 parts. One thing a man can't handle is a woman who couldn't care less. Anytime you want to praise a nonchalant man, don't. Praise somebody else for the same exact thing. If he ever tries to detach or ignore, laugh at him and say, you're trying way too hard. Whenever serious conversations come up, completely shut down. Ask for peace instead of a conversation. You have to be a Sour Patch Kid. Sweet today, sour tomorrow. Buy yourself things as a gift for anniversaries for dealing with him. Bonus points if you use his money to do it. Whenever you get the chance, tell him he has big feelings and that you don't have the training to deal with them. Crack jokes about things that you know he takes seriously. If you want a man to compete for you, you have to give him an opponent. I want to hear you guys talking about how your coworker fixed something for you without asking. If another man cracks a joke, I want you to laugh a little bit too hard. I want to hear you saying things like, my ex used to do things like this for me all the time. I want to hear you guys mentioning your admirers. Tell him, I can't even go outside without men asking me if I'm single. Start utilizing a hypothetical boyfriend. Be like, if I ever date a guy who really pays attention, I'll spoil him so much. I want to hear you guys saying things like, my trainer told me I should try this new workout, and he's really good at what he does. I want to see you withhold more validation. If he's ever fishing for compliments, I want you to laugh a little bit and then change the subject. The next time you post a photo, respond to everybody's comment except for his. Men run off a competition, so when he gets too comfortable, shake the table. The trick to not going crazy while dealing with men is to act crazy. The goal isn't to actually be unhinged. It's to plant enough doubt in his mind that he starts questioning your sanity, his reality, and most importantly, whether he ever really had you figured out. I want to see women laughing softly in the middle of serious conversations. I want to see more women whispering to themselves and only smiling when he asks what you said. I want to hear you guys saying something vague like, you'll understand later. Drop it during a peaceful moment or in the middle of intimacy, but never explain. Instant paranoia. I want to see you guys writing something cryptic like, don't forget what he did on August 27th. Leave it open. He'll check the calendar. He'll backtrack his texts. He'll go nuts. If you give him something to eat or drink, sit down next to him and watch him take his first bite or sip. Whenever you know he's coming home, turn all the lights off and sit down in the dark. When he asks you what you're doing, tell him nothing. And lastly, learn to cry on cue. I don't believe women should decenter men. I think women should center themselves. And if centering yourself means tormenting a man who did you dirty, do it. It's time to get a little chaotic. Whenever he reacts normally to a situation, tell him he's overreacting. Whenever he mentions something that you said, just tell him you never said that. If he's recalling something in the right way, tell him you're remembering that wrong. Whenever he's talking about something that's very serious, tell him it is not that serious. Anytime he starts speaking about himself, tell him you make everything about yourself. Whenever he expresses some type of emotion towards you, tell him you're too sensitive. Why did you leave your ex? He was crazy. And when we're talking about the man in front of you, tell him you're crazy and everybody thinks it. I want to hear more women saying something completely berserk and then turning around and saying you took that the wrong way. Tell him he's imagining things as often as you can. We really want these men to make their way to the psych ward. For you, if life's getting boring, imagine the thrill of going through a man's phone while let him stay cold. I'ma heat you up. Here's how you detach from a man who you used to love. Stop clinging to the version of him that used to show up. He's not that man anymore. Put a tombstone where the heart emojis used to be. Block him anywhere. Don't lurk on his socials. Your sanity is more important than closure from a man who doesn't even want you. Now block him and never unblock him. Shift your focus to your appearance and your space. Change your hair, redecorate. Throw a detachment party with you alone or with your friends. Light candles, play music, dress up for no reason. That's gonna make letting him go feel powerful, not pitiful. Make a list of all the disrespect, all the coldness, all the times you begged, and reread it whenever you want to text him. Stop asking why. His behavior is not your responsibility to explain. Him being cold is enough. Don't fight the message because you hate the delivery. And last but not least, stack your wins. Go out, network, launch the business, travel, because every time you choose you, his memory fades. He loves you. That's why he wants to dominate you. We've been taught to see control as care, but with God. Why are y'all still being loyal?
Yes, all men cheat. Don't date wealthy men if you're not get ready to cheat. That's just
Women who make hating men their whole personality really piss me off. How do you hate men and still text them and have sex with them? How did you let society trick you into thinking that giving your body up for free was more powerful than getting the things that you want and need in
then you need to be a wicked woman. Men don't respect soft-hearted girls. They love them, yes, but they don't respect them. You see those girls that are always sweet, forgiving, understanding, patient. They are the ones men treat the worst. Okay, so let me show you guys how to be a wicked woman today so that your man can respect you, do what you want, and not stress you, and you have peace in the relationship. Remember that my advice is what? Bad advice and bad advice only. So good girls scroll past by. Being wicked, you don't want to be loud, you don't want to be crazy, you just want to be wicked strategically. The first thing you always want to do is to set proper boundaries. If it does something you don't like, react immediately. Even if it's something very small, still react. Make it a big deal, crash out. I'm not saying that you should go and start breaking TV or something, but you want to let him know that this thing you did is very massive. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take this lightly with you. He needs to know you're not the one, you're not the two, so that he will not try you. Next, you want to always ask him for money, but plainly, don't be too dramatic when you're trying to ask him for money. If you want him to do something for you, just ask and tell him what you need the money for. You don't have to start pretending that you're sick because you need him to send you money to buy drugs for you to use the money to get something else. Tell him what you want the money for. Straight, plain. If he likes you, he's going to give it to you. Send me money for XYZ. I want to go get my hair done. Send me money for it. Don't have to say you want to use hair money to do business. No. I want to go get my hair done. Send me money to go get my hair done. The next one is that you want to always receive gifts. Like it's the normal thing that happens in your life. When he buys you something, don't go and be too dramatic. Like, oh my God, look at what he got for me. Especially in the beginning of the relationship, this man is trying to impress you. So when he does things for you, just look at it that he's trying to impress you. He's not doing heaven and earth, okay? So don't start praising him as if God wants to fall down. The next one is that you should never be exclusive with a man that hasn't earned. If he hasn't put a ring on your finger, he hasn't earned it yet. As long as you guys are still just dating, baby girl, you are still single. So if you see guys that you really like, you can still chat with them, you can still talk with them. You are dating, you're not married. And even if he tells you that, oh, it's just you, you're the only person I'm talking to, girl, that man is lying because men are liars. Be sweet, be very pretty, and be feminine, but don't give him that full loyalty and access. Let him work for it. Being wicked doesn't mean being harsh. It means that you're protecting yourself. It means you're moving with standard. Be soft on the outside. Like you can see me, I look very soft on the outside. But you see, inside your heart, it should be strong like iron condemned, strong like steel. And that's the kind of woman that a man can never forget. That's the kind of woman that they can never leave. If you enjoyed this video and you want more bad advice, don't forget to like, leave me a really nice comment, and follow me if you're not following already.
Before you come to the comment section and you start judging, writing all kinds of comments, know that a lot of men have used these tricks on women. A lot of men have done these very same things to women. They have gaslighted women, manipulated women, breadcrumb women, love bombed women to get whatever they want to get out of women. And some of these men have played women, destroyed their self-confidence, destroyed their self-esteem, made these women to doubt themselves and have low self-confidence. Now I'm going to be telling you guys the type of things you need to do in order to trigger his insecurities, destroy his ego, and humble him. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and jot things down. Use this only on the guys who are toxic, the guys who you know are toxic. I want you to say things like, "You're doing too much." I don't care what this guy is saying to you. Let him know he's doing too much. Just tell him you're doing too much at this point and be very serious about it. Or make statements like, "Why do you always feel the need to seek for attention? Why do you always feel the need to beg for attention? Why are you always loud?" Say things like this to humble his ego. You're too loud for a man. You're too loud for somebody who doesn't have money. You're too loud for someone who is broke. Make sure you don't commit until you go through his phone. Don't fully commit to any man until you go through that phone. The real him is in that phone. You need to say things like, "You're not bad for someone who is short. You're not bad looking for someone who is short." Or say things like, "Even though you're skinny, at least you have money." And if this guy is broke, say things like, "You're not bad looking for someone who is broke, at least you got a beard." Feed his confidence just enough to destroy it from the inside. Compliment him right before you undercut him. Give him one-sided compliment. Or if you compliment him, make sure you undercut it. Compare him to other guys who are better at what he prides himself of. If this guy is an athlete, compare him to another athlete who is better than him. Let him believe he has power, then show him he never did. Let this guy feel like he's in control, then show him he's not in control. The best way to manipulate a man who is toxic is playing the victim, pretending, acting like you don't know it's a game, even though you know it's a game. The best way to destroy your opponent is acting naive, making him feel like you don't know he's playing game on you, even though you know he's playing game on you, but you're one step ahead of him. You're playing the very same game he's playing, but you're not loud about it. Play dumb but stay dangerous. Let him think you don't know what is going on, then move 3 steps ahead. Now this one is very hilarious. During sex, when he really feels like he's doing something, look him straight in the eyes and yawn, and then make sure you ghost him after. Block and delete his number from your phone. This is going to drive him nuts. This guy will question himself, he will doubt himself, he'll be flooding your phone with calls, text messages, DMs, any possible way he can. Make sure you do it. It works. Just sigh every once in a while, like act like you're bored and uninterested when he says something, or just tell him, "I'm really bored, like I find your company very boring. Is this how you're very boring?" Make him understand that you don't find him interesting. Or make statements like, "Before we got close, I could bet you're an interesting guy, but too bad you fell short of expectations." Ask questions you already know the answer to, then pretend like you're confused and watch him over explain and express himself. Watch him explain and expose himself. Smile sweetly while calculating your next move. Always make sure you're smiling, even when you're dissing him, even when you're passive aggressive, even while complimenting him and crushing his ego, triggering his insecurities. Make sure you have a smile on your face. Don't act like you're upset, don't act like you're angry. Do it with a smile on your face while calculating your next move. Now, this is how you're going to weaponize detachment. Act like you care deeply, then disappear when they've gotten attached. Disappear when they actually believe you. Ghost him. Just right when he starts to care more about you, ghost him. Be emotionally available, then go cold. Just be cold. Once in a while, give him hot and cold behavior. Reward attention with warmth, punish distance with silence. Always keep them wondering and second-guessing where they stand. Make him the villain in a story everyone believes. Say things like, "That is why everybody hates you. That's why nobody likes you. That's why your friends don't like you but they pretend to. That's why your family is against you." Say things like this. Make him the villain in every story. Don't take his side. Gaslight him to believe that he is the problem in every situation. Be the angel in public and the storm in private. Be the sweet girl who tried everything. Cry without tears if possible. People believe what they want to see. Make sure you use emotional manipulation. Emotionally manipulate him. Master everything about this guy. Understand his fears, understand his triggers, understand everything that inspires him, and use it against him. Withdraw attention when he sleeps, then give it back when he performs. Make sure you mirror his behavior, then act hurt when he notices. Act hurt, play the victim, gaslight him, guilt trip him with precision, gaslight him to believing that he is the problem. Make sure you make this guy believe that he is the problem. This kind of energy isn't about being fake. It's about using social intelligence and emotional intelligence, weaponizing it to your advantage, especially when you're dealing with toxic men. Like I said, use this only on the men who you know are toxic. Don't do this to a man who is good to you. Do this to a man who has hurt you before, played you before, a guy who is toxic, a guy who wants to take advantage of you. This is how you're going to treat them, because this is the same way they treat women. Use emotional awareness as a weapon, especially when someone else has already played you dirty. Use it to your advantage so you don't get played again. It's a response, not a lifestyle, because holding on to this for too long, it's also going to rot you too. Say things like, if only your talent matched your attitude. Your confidence is empty because it's not backed by anything. Make this guy understand that he's nothing, he's small. Say things like, you talk a lot for someone who is forgettable. Your confidence is impressive, especially since it's not backed by anything. You walk around like people are lucky to know you. Trust me, they are not. Say things like, that's a strong opinion for someone who is always wrong. Or you can say things like, you really seem impressed with yourself. Is that really working for you? Ask him this question like, is that really working for you? And make sure you look very concerned when asking him. If this guy has a huge ego, you have to get passive aggressive. You have to say things like this. It's cute how much you believe in yourself. Or say things like, you must be exhausted carrying all that self-importance around. Say things like, oh wow, you really do love the sound of your own voice? That's weird. Make sure you have this look on your face. Make sure you have a disgusted look on your face when you say this one. Say things like, for a guy who is not all that, your ego is so fragile. Or for a guy who is broke, you have a very fragile ego. Say things like, it's funny how you act like the main character when no one is checking for you, when no one is noticing you. You're not even the best supporting role actor. For someone who is so broke, for someone who is not good in bed, you seem really impressed with yourself. Are you really impressed with yourself? Clock it. So besties, we've come to the end of this video. I know a lot of you had fun watching this video. Like I'll say, and I'll still say it again, make sure you do this only to the men who are toxic. Use this on the men who are toxic, the men who want to take advantage of you, the men who want to use you and play you or a fool. Any guy who has hurt you, make sure you use this on him. If you don't get it, forget about it. So make sure you drop your thoughts in the comment section, drop your experiences, add more points, toxic advice for girls only. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.